Good morning, students. Today we'll discuss about the model, and in model we'll discuss about the obligation. So, how the models are used as the obligation. Obligation means happen ehsan, majburi or dayat. So, how it is used? Let us say to show the obligation ought to, should, must, have to, and need is used. So these models like ought to, should, must, have to, and need, these are used as the obligation. So let us see what is difference between must and have to. So there is the have to and must. So what is the difference between must and have to, where it is used, where are these used? So let us see. Must and have to is used to tell that any work is necessary to do. Must and have to is used to tell that any work is necessary to do, right? Sometimes both can be used. Sometimes both can be used, but they are used for any work that is necessary to do. So let us see. Oh, it oh, it's earlier than I thought. Oh, it's earlier than I thought. I must go now, or I have to go now. We can say I must go now, or we can use also I have to go now. So let us see difference. What is the difference in use of this must and have to? So let us see. Must, it is personal, it is personal, it is used when we show our personal feelings. When must is used, it is personal, and it is used when we show our personal feelings. When we show our personal feelings, then we use must. And what the have to, it is impersonal. Have to is impersonal, it is used with facts, no personal feelings. So this is depend on the facts and not on feelings, and it is depend on the feelings. So let us say you must do it. Example is here, you must do it, and you have to do it. It is show condition, you have to do it. So here have to shows the condition, and you must do it, it is depend on the feelings. Let us see one more example. It's really a nice book, you must read it. It's really a nice book, you must read it. So here it is depend on the feeling. What is your feelings, you want to read it or not? But here it is your course book, you have to read it. So here you have to read it. This is used for the fact. So this is used for the fact, not personal feelings, because it is in your course, so you will have to read it. If you don't want, then also you will have to read it, because it is your course book. And here it is really a nice book, you must read it. So there will be your personal feelings, that if you want to read it or not. Got it? So in this one is told about the personal feelings. When personal feelings is used, then we use must, and when there is fact, not personal feelings, then we will have to use the have to. So let us see the next one. We must stay tonight. He must stay tonight. I will tell him to do so. He must stay tonight. I will tell him to do so. Here he has to stay tonight. He can't go back tonight. Let us see. He must stay tonight. I will tell him to do so. So here is told about the feelings. I will say, I will tell him to do so. So this is depend on the feelings, that if he want, he can stay. If he don't want, if he doesn't want, he won't stay. But here he has to stay tonight. He can't go back tonight. So here is the fact that he can't go tonight. He will have to stay. Here is the compulsion obligation. Now you must go now. I want to go to bed. So here is showing the feelings that you must go now. I want to go to bed. So here is the feeling, and here you have to go now. It's time for you to catch the train. So here is the fact that you have to go now. It's time for you to catch the train. So this is the fact that you will have to go now. Now next, you must call me sir. I like it. So here depend on the feelings that I like it. You must call me sir. So he if he want, he can speak sir. If he doesn't want, then cannot speak. That is depend on the feelings. But here you have to call me sir. It is rule here. So this is fact that if rule is here, then you will have to speak. Okay. So have to is used uh, for fact, and must is used for the feelings. I hope you understood. Let what is one note is given here. Must is used with present and future, not with past. So one thing keep in mind, that must is used for present and future, not past. Okay. So must is used in past tense, and must is used in past tense, and had to, have to is used in all tenses. Must is used in the past as had to, as had to, have to is used in all tenses. So must is used in present and future, but if you are using the must as a past, so we will have to use there have to or had to. Got it? Next you will see here, we must go now. This is present. We must go now. This is present. We must go tomorrow. This is future. So must is used in present and future. If we wanna use in, past, then but we must go yesterday can't happen. We cannot write it. We must go yesterday. Okay. So what will happen? We should say we had to go yesterday. We had to go yesterday. On the place of must, we'll have to write there have to or had to. Okay, we had to go yesterday. We will not write here must. If we are writing here must, we must go yesterday, that will be wrong. So we'll have to use there had to. We had to go past tense, we have to go present, and we shall have to go. This is future, because will or shall shows the future. Okay, so have to or had to is used for present, past and future, but must is used only present and future, not in past. If you are using must in past, then you will have to use there had to. Got it? Next, now we will discuss here use of need to. We will discuss here use of need to. So it is main verb and a modal auxiliary verb also. So it is a main verb and a modal auxiliary verb also. Yes. So we were talking about the use of need. So it is a main verb. Need is a main verb and a modal auxiliary verb also. So need is work both main verb and modal auxiliary verb also. Need is used as a modal in negative. Need is used in modal as a negative and interrogative sentences. So need is used in modal as interrogative and negative sentences. Like example, she needn't work hard. She needn't work hard. So this is needn't. It means that is negative sense. Not is used na. That is negative sense. I needn't study more. So this is also negative sense. And in interrogative sense, need he beg. So this is used as the interrogative sentences. So needn't is used absence of obligation or no obligation. So needn't is used as the absence of obligation or no obligation. Okay. If any work has done, then no effect. If any work has done, then no effect. It means, let us see the example, then you will understand better. We have got plenty of time. We have got plenty of time. We needn't hurry. We needn't hurry. We have got plenty of time. We needn't hurry. So here we have the much time. So there is no effect of the hurry. Next, you needn't turn on light. You needn't turn on light. I can see very well. So here if we are using here light, then no need of that. Okay. So if any work has done, then no effect. I can see very well. You needn't turn on light. So this action is done using the light, then no effect on the work. I can see very well. Next, you needn't read all the chapters, but you must read the first 4. So here if you are reading all the chapters, that is useless. You must read the first 4. So there is if any work has done, then no effect. Okay, if you are reading all the chapter, then no effect. If you must but you must read the first 4. I have understood. Let us see the use of should, ought to. Should or ought to, how it is used. Should or ought to is used for moral obligation of the subject. These are used for the moral obligation of the subject. How? That you ought to or you should respect your elders. This is moral obligation. If you wanna respect, then you can. If you don't want, then you cannot. So you ought to respect your elders. We ought to, we should do our duty honestly. So this is moral obligation. Next tool is here, to show the correct or sensible action. To show the correct or sensible action. Like, you shouldn't speak so loud here. So this is speak loud is here a sensible action. Speak so loud is here a sensible action, that you should not speak so loud. So this is sensible action. Next, you should or you ought to wear a helmet while driving motorcycle. So this is also whenever we are driving or riding motorcycle, this is a sensible action that we should wear the helmet. Okay. Next, I think, I don't think, or do you think. With these words we use should. If these words comes there, I think, I don't think, or do you think, if these words comes, then we'll use their should. Okay, let us see. I think that you should apply for the job. So what is here given here? I think. When I think come, I don't think come, or do you think come, then we'll use should. So here I think that you should apply for the job. Next example, see, I don't think that you should call me again. So here I don't think that you should call me again. When don't think comes, then also we use should. Now, do you think that I should help you? So here do you think has come, so we'll use there should. Okay, if these words comes there, or this sentence comes there, I think, I don't think, do you think, then we'll use there should. I hope you understood. Let us see next tool. What the next tool is saying, ought to or should plus have plus verb third form. It is used for unfulfilled obligation. Those obligation which are unfulfilled, then we'll use should or ought to, and then have, and then verb third form. So it is used that work should be completed. Work should be completed but couldn't complete. Whenever we are talking about that any work should be completed but couldn't complete, that time we will use should plus have plus verb third form. Let us see how. Examples are here. It was really a good film. You should have come to watch it. It means you did not come to watch it. So it was a really good film. You should have to come to watch it. It means work should be completed but couldn't complete it. Means he couldn't watch the movie. She shouldn't have read the mail. Wasn't sent to her. It means it wasn't sent to her, and she should not have read the mail. It means she had read the mail, but it should not be done. Now let us see the difference in use of should and ought to. So what is difference between the use of should and ought to? First rule is here, for formal notice board we use only should. For formal notice board we use for only should. Like passengers shouldn't block the passage by their luggage. So I think you have seen in the buses or train that this notice is given there that passengers shouldn't block the passage by their luggage. Okay, next example, see, on hearing the warning bell all the staff should come on the duty. So this is also a formal notice that you will have to do it because this is their duty. Next rule is here, should is used for personal judgment of duty. Should is used for the personal judgment of the duty. Like example, we should keep our surrounding clean. We should keep our surrounding clean. So this is personal judgment of the duty, that we should keep or not. Got it? Next rule is here, ought to. When ought to is used, so ought to is used to show the rules of social customs. Ought to is used to show the social customs and what is our feelings towards the duty. So ought to is used for the social customs and what is our feelings towards that duty. Like example, you ought to love your elders. You ought to love your elders. So this is the customs social custom that we should, yeah, we ought to love our elders. Next is I ought to help them. I ought to help them. This is the social customs. I hope you have understood, and see you in the next video.